JXE JXO Camping and Survival Hatchet. Could this be one of the best bang for the buck hatchets in 2023? Stay tuned and find out. Alright, we're back everybody. Let's get to doing some hacking. Now if you look at this little hatchet here, it's roughly 9 inches long. They say 9.5 for the full tang, so it tapers off a little bit at the end here. Now the thing I really like so far is it uses the same grip as the JXE JXO Tonto knife that they have, and so we're going to see if this is a good grip to use for this as well, and see if things are going to get loosened off. All right, let's get started. Whew. All right, let's work on this right here. There we go. That's done. Whew. You know, I gotta say, so far, man, this thing really bites. Like, it just gets right in there. No hesitation whatsoever. Well, okay, we're gonna start chopping larger things. Stay tuned, everybody. Let's see how we're doing so far. Still pretty sharp. Okay everybody, as you can see through the slow motion footage there, this thing chops really, really well. This is a piece of aspen. It's a relatively dead piece of aspen, but it is still very, very hard. And I have to say, I cannot believe on a 9-inch hatchet, the chopping ability of this, the comfort of it, it's shocking. It's absolutely shocking to me. I can't even believe it. This thing felt so nice when I was chopping with it. Okay. All right, so I am pretty much through here. It's on my fingers. I will say that this finger guard is serving itself to be very useful because I'm having a hard time. Okay, all right, so that's this section here. Let's see if we can move on to the other and create more of a crack. There we go. Okay. Whoop. So, question answered. So far, as straight splitting, this is not the hatchet for the job. Now, that's pretty obvious. It's quite thin. There's not a big wedge there, so obviously it's not going to be a strong splitter. However, can we use this to baton? Let's go ahead and find out. Now that I've got it split like this, I'm quite sure that it's going to be okay for the rest of it, but I wouldn't want to be dealing with large logs with this hatchet here. Oop. Yeah, see, there you go. Once you got the main part done, I think the rest will be pretty easy. So let's go ahead and do the second part of our experimentation here. I've got a bit of a baton. We're going to choke up right now, and we're going to shave this down. And let's make a bit of a handle here. Actually, I don't even feel like I have to. I've got so much control, and the weight of this is so manageable. I can be on the handle. I don't even have to choke up. I don't feel like I have to. We've got a nice big baton here. This is huge. Let's go ahead and check and see if, in fact, we can use this to baton. Okay, here we go. Wow, I gotta say, that was actually quite nice. No complaints there. I want to talk about sort of the 3.7 inch blade and how that affects where you want to position this. If I was batoning something, I would position it towards the back so that as it's going through, I've got something on the end for my baton to reach. So let's go ahead and take care of this here. Start center. Gosh, wow. Yeah, you guys, that feels fantastic. Welcome back, everybody. Now it's time to do some feather sticks. Here we go. Now I'm gonna choke up right about here. I could go almost to the end if you had smaller hands, but we're just gonna go right here and see how it does. Actually, I'm gonna go even further, and I'm gonna use my finger right here. Here we go. Wow. Okay. Oh, getting thick there. That's all right. So because this is so sharp right now, and because it really wants to bite, the pressure that you want to put is very, very minimal. I mean, I'm talking tiny amounts of pressure here to get the feather sticks that you want to get out of this. Honestly, you guys, this is starting to feel a lot more like a multi-purpose survival tool, survival blade, than just your basic hatchet. I am really, really, really liking what I'm able to do right now, considering all the stuff I've chopped and tried to split. I can't even believe how good this is. This is some of the better feather sticks that I've had, with the exception of when I'm using my Mora or a very small blade. Oh, okay. Get a look at that, you guys. All right, guys, so an update. So far for the test, we have done a lot of very hard use tasks with this little 9-inch, 3.7-inch long blade survival camp hatchet. I did get some rolling, some pretty significant rolling, which I showed. I'm going to show in a moment to you guys. But overall, I got to say, this is still a really, really amazing hatchet. Okay, this is the one that sustained the edge rolling. Now that's going to be almost impossible to see on the camera, but I did contact the company and they were nothing but fantastic. They basically replaced it with another one. Now I want you to notice something here. I'm going to put these together and I want you to see one of them has the bevel starting closer to the edge than the other one. So the new one here that they replaced it with, the main bevel is starting here, and this one's starting
a little bit further back, which means that this one is a lot thinner. It tapers more gradually. This one doesn't taper as gradual. So I tested this one out, and it was in fact quite a bit stronger, and the edge is also a little bit thicker. Now it's going to be really tough to tell, so there's no point. But the good news is if you contact the company, they will take care of you. So if you do get one and you happen to roll that edge because it's not strong enough, rest assured, they will take good care of you. They are a good company. Again, highly recommend, guys. All right, stay tuned for the next part.
We are going to do some throwing against that dead tree right there and see how it goes. All right, let's do a few throws and see how this axe lands. Not bad. Oh, that's beautiful. So she's a good thrower for sure. Now, in regards to the bend that I just created, I'll be honest, I would take a bend in a blade like this over a chip any day, because sometimes chips, they end up being a lot bigger. I'm going to be able to sand this out no problem. You got to remember that because this tapers off so thin, and I've been using it really hard, it's definitely going to make it a little bit more delicate. Now let's just go ahead and check and see the durability of the handle, see how it's holding up. Okay, so I have some play here, but it has not affected the way that I chop, the way that I use this fine stuff. It hasn't affected any of it. This handle is just a winner. It's so comfortable, and because I've been throwing it against a tree, as you can see, there's scuffs all over it. I'm not damaging it. I don't have to worry. I'm not sponsored by these guys. They don't send anything to me. This is something I've paid for with my own money, and I am being completely transparent with you. I think this is absolutely a winner. Best bang for the buck for 2023 in camp survival hatchets. Get yourself one. Promise you're gonna love it. All right, get out and brave the wild. God bless.